Good morning. It is 6:57 a.m. on October 25th. It's a Friday. Welcome to my trading journal. This what you're looking at is the Jigsaw day trader platform. These are order books or depth of market. There's 5 different products here. You have fixed income products here on the left, and then the E-mini S&P here on the right. These are futures products. And there's no charts or anything like that. This is just all trading on order flow, as I stated in the intro. If you want more information, I suggest you check out the Jigsaw YouTube channel. So we're right here. It's about 2 minutes till we have our only real announcement today, which is the consumer sentiment, which comes out at 7 a.m. I think the market's pretty much on hold until that number comes out, from what I can tell. Only like a 7, maybe 8 handle range in the ES thus far. The ZN here, the 10-year is trading close to the overnight low, which would be an area of interest, especially in this with this context. So we're going to let that number come out, see the impact on the market, and then kind of go from there. Well, that was rather anticlimactic. Pretty much came out unchanged, within range, so nothing there. Just gives market carte blanche to continue higher. I still want this to drop in another tick or two to get down to the actual overnight low. So I'll go ahead and pause it, and if something comes up and I see what I like, I'll restart the old vid. 7:09 a.m. and just keeping an eye on what's happening as the ES pushes up into the highs. Want to keep an eye on what's going on over here. See if we can build on this number, or if we just blow right through the overnight low. Pushing down into it now. See if buyers can hold it. Just level everything out. Clean it up. Another thing to keep an eye on is just how quickly this thing backticks, if it does. So you're looking for 2 things. Hopefully buyers start absorbing selling at this level. And the second thing to look for is just how aggressive buyers step in when they do step in, if they do step in. That's what I look for anyway. I guess there's one more thing to look for, is just that the sellers aren't consistently attacking this level either. Yet. So there we go. Pretty transparent. Ticket offer. Pretty good size up and just stick. And then it immediately started attacking down. Absolutely no buying, no pushback from the buyers. Ideally, I'd like to see all of these products pushing new lows, not just the treasuries. The 5 years pushing new lows, 10 years pushing new lows, but the 30 years still 4 or 5 ticks off the overnight low, and the ultra bond's way off. So that's a little cause, or a little so that gives me pause. So anyway, I'm going to go ahead and pause the video, and then if something else comes up, I'll start it up again. If not, then have a good weekend. Alright, so we pushed pretty well through the overnight low. You can see 5 or 6 ticks. Starting to get some pushback here, starting to build a little volume. My suspicion is that this is waiting for the ES to fall back in, then it'll trade back up to the overnight low and then potentially continue lower. So this would be a fade trade here that I might take. See if we can get a good old-fashioned back tick. So this is pretty overextended. This just kind of came down, you know, zero pushback, just melted all the way down. Again, we're still seeing a little bit of disconnect. The Ultra Bond at 30 are obviously caught up because it's down at the overnight low, and Ultra Bond never quite made it all the way down, but it's getting closer. But there still seems to be a bit of a disconnect between the bonds and the treasuries. Yep, so much for that. All right, pause it. I think we'll see if they continue to hold 22. You can see they got about 10,000 here. The buyers have kind of started to put up a roadblock. The other consideration would be obviously to let it come back up to 25, 25 half and trade it back down. But it is Friday, we're getting close to European close, we're also getting close to quitting time. So I suspect things will knock out. Things will slow down quickly and people will knock out early. Let's see what happens. Kind of starting to see some lifting across the board. There goes the Ultra Bond 30-year, 5-year. I don't know if we're going to get filled at this point. Yep, not going to get filled. Damn. That's how quick it happens, man. Probably wouldn't even get filled at 22.5 at this point. Well, what are you going to do? All right, well, I'll pause it again. If it, we'll see what happens with the ES once we get up to the overnight low. If we want to try to see if we'll sell this thing back down, but that's not my favorite trade, so most likely just be done for the day, but who knows. So we're back up here to the overnight low. Just curious to see if we are going to get some pushback or if this will continue higher. I'm super bummed I missed that trade down here. Yeah, this is going higher. Huh. Now we're back at the point of control. Just super bummed. Oh, man. Should have paid up. Probably wouldn't even have had it at 22.5, but could have gave it a shot. Well, those were the setups that I was looking for. And it's pretty much busted. So at this point, it's either overnight high, trade that down, or look for a double bottom if we get back down to 22 or 21.5. Otherwise, I think we're done for the day. Bummer. It is what it is. Okay, we're back. It's 8:16 a.m. Pacific time. So this thing got bought all the way up to almost the open, and then just now just rapidly sold all the way down. And of course, it's pausing here at this 22 level that we were trying to get filled on previously. I just had about 6,000 print here. Looking for this to absorb again and hopefully push it back up and just start filling out this profile here. ES is just popping up level to level, taking another level, buying it up here, start building volume, buying it up. Just getting acceptance at higher and higher prices. It's pretty interesting. So just tried to take that offer. They did very briefly, and then it popped back up bid. Is that enough? Really love to see a backtick in this situation. That's kind of, I think, what I'm going to wait for. Getting some lifting over here. Let's see what kind of reaction we get when the ES pushes up into the highs again. I would have preferred to see more of a sustained push. That got slapped down pretty quickly. So it looks like we kind of got the back tick we were looking for. I think the ES is due for a pullback. That would give us a reason to get a few ticks higher. Might have been a little premature on this. They're trying to hold it. Trying to hold it. I don't know how much longer they can hold out, though. This is definitely overextended move in the ES. This needs to drop in if we have a shot. Come on, 200 on the offer. You got to be able to take that. It's our first sign of resistance there, first back tick. 400, 300, you got to take that out. Easy. Come on. Just sitting here watching this bid just soften and soften and soften. I don't want to just take one tick out of this, but Jesus. What am I left with? This is the hardest part right here. Hardest part about this whole process. There's one. One tick on a one lot. I got one left. Or one tick on one contract, I should say. Don't like that. I don't like how these are all back down to the line, the center line, and it just went offer at 22. Ah. And that bid just completely melted off at 21.5. Just buy it again, I guess. This is second chance buying opportunity. Really surprised the ES has not fallen in yet. Well, maybe not that surprised. But falling in a little bit, at least down to, like I said, 19. Oh, I'm not liking this all of a sudden. Yep. I'm not liking this all of a sudden. Yeah, you could just see the shift, the change in the price action. Let's see if they will bless me with a scratch. I don't think so, though. Nope. All right, so that's a loser. Anyway, I'm done.